Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company, and here we have the Abarth 124 Spider on a 68 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. When it comes to specification, I'm not sure that you'll find a higher spec 124 than this. It has the Heritage pack, 17-inch alloy wheels, as you can see, a Bose sound system, satellite navigation, which I'll show you when we run through the controls on the car. We're going to start off inside the boot area of it first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have the 4 tailpipes, which sound fantastic on this car. And given the fact that it's a convertible, plenty of boot space as well. It's a particularly deep boot, as you can see. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see that not only the bodywork and wheels are in fantastic condition, but it's a great looking car as well. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. We'll hop in and run through some controls in just a moment. The first thing you'll notice from here is that it's got a Bose sound system. Everything else that we're going to run through is on the dashboard itself, so we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the coolant temperature gauge and fuel gauge. The total miles for this car as well, which are 27,711. We have the rev counter in the centre. It'll also show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so we're in park at the moment. And on the right-hand side, we have the speedometer for the car. Out to the steering wheel controls next, we have our stereo and phone controls, our cruise control as well. Behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus pedals, so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. Over into the centre, we then have the main screen for the car. All the movement that I'm making on the screen is being done using this dial just here and the collection of buttons that surround it. You've got your volume for the stereo there as well. You can get back to your home screen from here, and then rotating the dial will take you to anything from your satellite navigation, which is where we just were. You can pair your phone up. You can, of course, enter your entertainment menu and listen to your music. You've got your radio, of course, but you can also listen to your radio, or you can listen to DAB radio, FM radio, and AM radio, I should say. We've got a couple of apps that you can project up onto this screen. We've also got Bluetooth audio and 2 separate USB inputs, so you can plug devices into those, and you'll be able to listen to your music that way as well. If we pop the car into reverse, you'll also see a full colour reversing camera as well. Working our way down from that, we then have your climate control. So you can adjust the temperature, fan speed, and the direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. The air conditioning is on at the minute, so it's off. Back on again. You can recirculate the air that's in the car. That's a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly in here, depending on the temperature you've set over here, of course. What you can do if you wish to is turn that to auto. The car will now maintain the fan temperature or the fan speed itself to keep this temperature for you. You can also do the same with the direction of the air. We have a heated driver and passenger seat, particularly useful in a convertible, of course, with 3 different heat settings each. 2 USB inputs that I mentioned just a moment ago. We have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, so you've got drive and manual over here, so you can, as you can see, you have the plus and minus. You can change up and down a gear. You can always use the paddles that I mentioned before, reverse, neutral, or reverse, neutral and park in that order just there as well. You can then, lastly, use this button to change the driving setup of the car. The last thing I wanted to show you is how easy it is to open the roof on this car. So simply unlock this section and the roof will release from the car. You can actually do this next bit from inside the car, but it's easier to show you from outside. So you can see that the roof is now released. All you need to do is push that down until it locks in place just here. And when you want to close the roof again, very easy, just open that catch, pull the roof across, and then lock it in place in exactly the same way as we unlocked it a moment ago. I just wanted to finish up by going through some of the paperwork for the car. Starting with the MOT certificate, you can see the expiry date for that just there. If it requires an MOT within the 6-month period at the point at which we sell it, we will do that for you as well. We have some service information, but I'll come back to that in just a second. The V5 registration document is here with the 2 keys, as you can see, and then the service book itself, which shows the service in 2019, 20, 21, 22 and 24 just there. So loads of service history with this car as well. all that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see this car for yourself and have a test drive, or if you'd like a bespoke live video walk around of the car, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.